Man, it's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. Have everybody doing? And hey, if you look down below me, yes, I said below, I got the big homie with me, man, West Coast Cowboy in the building, man. How you living, cuzzo?
To correction. I am not your big homie. I'm your big cousin. I missed you, man. You feel
Missed
me?
you too, man.
I was out here in these streets reckless. You feel me? I was out. Me and the landlord was out here just. You know how kids just be sitting in the hallway, just scratching their head, just figuring out what is we about to do. Exactly. That's what we was doing, bro. Then we had to go. Then we had to go through the draft all blindly because we ain't have no numbers. We was just closing our eyes, just picking plays. We ain't had no numbers. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy in these streets, man. It was crazy in these streets. 2+2 was 5 for a couple days, bro. I'm telling you, man. It was crazy in these streets. They say where Henny at? I don't know, man. But 2+2 is 5 until you get back. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, Peasy. Hey, you once told me to do it. I got Venmo. I went and got PayPal. Of course, I got Cash App. So, hey, any way that y'all want to donate, y'all can. If you want to hit the Cash App, it's $ Henny the More. If you want to hit the Venmo, it's Henny the More. If you want to hit the PayPal, it's Gary870. So just tap in if you want to try to donate, help keep the lights on because we definitely need to buy more equipment. Definitely need to bribe some folks and do everything else, man.
Yes, sir. And
Peace
hey,
and
man.
bless all
Hey,
five real quick.
hey,
Appreciate that.
real quick, right? Real quick. I talked my cousin into doing. You know, he the producer. He produced this stuff, right? So I talked him into doing it this format right now. I need y'all to know. I need to know. Do you guys like this format? Is it because listen to me, we're not doing it like this because it's easier on us. We're doing it like this because we want it to be better viewing on you guys. The algorithm says that 95% of the people who watch our content is watching it on their cell phone. This format is designed to be better on your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to know. Not to know. I want you guys to let us know in the comment box really quick if you guys like this setup. Because if you don't like this setup, we will go back to the original, the other one last time. I like it though, because I like the way it looks on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I like the way it looks. Because like literally, if you go to your phone right here, watch. Let me see.
I said he liked it. Herbie said he liked it.
Like everybody's saying they like watch. Go to your if you can go to if you got an extra phone, you go to your phone. Everybody's saying they like it.
Hey, shout out to my boy Peasy for the $5 Venmo, man. Thank you for the love
See,
and
look,
support, man.
Cuzzo, look, this is what it looks like on YouTube. That's fire, bro. Tell me that's not fire.
Let me check my YouTube real quick because
No,
I'm on.
on your computer, it's gonna look differently. But I'm saying when you actually view it on your phone, it looks fire, bro. It looks fire. I know, y'all. They said it double comments. I know. They still figuring stuff out.
I said, did Henny cut my hair? Nah, I just got my shit braided back. I still got dreads. I got my dreads braided back.
I like it, man. But we gonna do it like this. Hey man, listen to me, man. I know. Listen to me. I got this. Hey, shout out to. I got this nice OVO jacket. I know it, and I know. K Dot said some crazy stuff. I know. We ain't supposed to be wearing. But listen to me, man. Drake and Kendrick, they going to figure this out because this is my favorite jacket, man. You going to have to figure it out. But out of respect for the West, I'm gonna take it off right now.
Yeah, respect for the man.
I don't
Hey,
want no problems. I don't want Kendrick mentioning my name in no diss track. No sir. No
hey, shout out
sir.
to my boy Numbhead Neil in the building, man. You know, he's a serial slapper and slid through. I know he done slapped up like 45,000 Eagle fans just when we came in here, man. So salute to my guy. He always be putting in work, for the liquor store, man. So salute to my boy, Miss Regina Green, my boy Nelly Rogers, Willie Stovall, Nat Love. You know, I'm gonna show love to everybody, man.
Hey,
James Miller, who else in the building, man? Herbie Lee, Joshua Fisher, Cowboys fan 95, Elijah Robinson, my boy Justin Kitchen with the 6 trophies. What's up with you, my guy? They can help us manifest that 6 championship. Man, hey, we deep in here, man. We got 77 people in the house, man, across
yep.
all platforms.
Yes, Lord. Hey, we moving and I appreciate it. And we just literally just turned it on. So we gonna build up. We're gonna build up. Hey, shout out to everybody that's watching over here on my platforms and everybody that's tapping in, man. I appreciate you. Look at that. My boy Chris Willie says camera is crystal. Fire, 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 fire. Peasy, man, you better stop putting my personal business in the comment about it. Yeah, man. Stop putting it.
They got about 3 grand.
Been in the business, man. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Hey, you need. Hey, he says, Peasy, I rock with you though, Peasy. Miguel Annual, what's up? What do you think, Najee? Hey, we about to get. Can we do our job and then we gonna get there, Miguel? We got you. You know what I'm saying? We get you. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got up in here? I don't know why people think you cut your hair off. Like, come on now.
Never.
Nah.
We got to braid it to the back. When I get the braids, man, it's just all down the back of my back, man. But like, I still got.
Listen to me. He was sick. He didn't go through rough times. What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, I mean, like, he can't have a bubble guts for a couple days. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said, my boy said, my bad. It's all you good. Hey, but man, listen to me. Hey, real quick, man. You guys already know whenever West Coast and HTM go live, Landlord go live, anybody from the nation goes live, there's these things called stars. There's these things called super chats, man. There's these things called cash apps, man. I need you guys to aggressively hit that thing, man, to show you guys the support. The only thing we do with that stuff is buy more things that are going to build the nation and build the content. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, my cousin don't got a microphone today. Why? Because something happened to his microphone and it is not reading on his computer screen or board. We tried everything possible to try to fix it, and it is not working. So we are going to have to buy him another microphone. So I'm going to tell you all right now, when y'all hit that cash app and things like that to HTM Sport, part of that money will be going to getting him a new dynamic mic. Not a Yeti mic, but a dynamic mic so he can sound like me. Indeed. So make sure y'all hit that cash app, hit it demo. Make sure y'all hit that cash app, West Coast 1482. You dig? Hey, I think we need to do a raffle to get that microphone going here quickly, because I don't need this to last like no whole like 5, 7, 8, 9 days. You know what I'm talking about? I need us to do this and be done with it. So we need to put a little raffle together. You know what I'm saying? If I got to throw a little something in there, something, I got a couple little summons I can throw in there. But we got to do something to get this microphone, get this thing going.
Indeed, man. But hey, let's go ahead and dive into it, man. You know, we got to go down a rabbit hole.
I mean, we can just trip and fall into it.
I mean, really, when you get to the rabbit hole, man, you need to just dive head first into it, man. If you just trip and fall, you know, you're going to hit a couple branches on the way down. It's deep. No, it's deep. So let's start with the Najee Harris stuff, and let's start to why this is even a rumor, right? Because this ain't new. Like me and our Melon landlord on his stream, man. We talked about this shit yesterday. I said like it's news now, but we've been talking about it, man. Because we ahead of the curve. We knew we. But you know, put the breadcrumbs together. Put the breadcrumbs together. Why are people acting like Najee Harris is on his way out of Pittsburgh? Well, let's start with this. The first report. It started when they didn't pick up Najee Harris' 5th-year option. That's where it all started, right? So Najee Harris was a former first-round pick. Because they did not pick up his 5th-year option, this is going to be his last year under contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's why everybody is assuming that he will be moved, because they got good production from their other young running back. Right, I forget his first name, but last name is Warren, and it's pretty much the Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard situation. Like Najee Harris got a bunch of tough yards and all this other stuff, and then they had another running back that gave them a bunch of splash and explosive plays. So they're not going to separate them, you know, maybe this year, but odds are they're going to let Warren be the lead back eventually, and he's cheaper. That's really what it comes down to. Now, why should we believe in this? Like we got on this. Like that doesn't mean anything. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. Well, hold on. Let me see if I find the right one.
Just make it a little bit smaller. Hey, I got a couple of. You can just make it a little bit smaller.
I can make it smaller.
It's all good. Are you chopping though? You chopping?
Hold on. Let me find the damn report.
Real quick, somebody Jeffrey says, do you think Jerry will sign Harris if true? So, well, you remember it wouldn't be a sign. This is a player that is on an active roster in the NFL. So Dallas Cowboys would have to give up some assets to go get this young man. This would be something that would have to cost you. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. He is a former first-round pick. This is a guy that Pittsburgh had some investments in. And also, this is a guy that has given them 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. He's given 1,000 yards. He's given them 1,000 yards. So in all actuality, they should be trying to they should be trying to sign him. This is a good football player, right? So it's gonna cost you something to get Najee Harris. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious on what they're gonna ask for him too. Because remember, this is a former first round pick, and a lot of times teams don't give a damn about what they they don't care. They don't give a damn about what they paid for him. They be trying to figure out what they can get for him right now. So it might work in a good way, and it may not work in a bad way. I think the price gonna be nominal, man. Because this is he's low key a stud, bruh. He's low key a stud.
This is well, I'm gonna touch on that in just 2 seconds. But the reason, like I said, going down the rabbit hole. So that's what started it. Like they did not pick up his 5th-year option. This gentleman right here, right, John Frisella. And the reason why John Frisella has a little bit of weight in this, because he announced, what was it that he announced that was actually right? Like he had hit on something that had happened before it happened. So, damn, what was it?
I mean, it don't even matter. Just know his name hold weight around these parts. You feel me?
I had the direct thing to happen, but F it. Anyway, he's an insider, and he is one of the people that says that a possible landing spot for Najee Harris would be the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is before this rumor started circulating. Right, all of this stuff is from a couple of days prior and yesterday. You know, that's how we ended up talking about on the show yesterday. And now we come with the report from earlier today that Najee Harris, and it's a rumor, of course, Dallas Cowboys interested. It was reported by 937 The Fan. I don't know who the hell them folks are. Have you ever heard of 937 The Fan?
I mean, the Fan is a brand, and they have different locations. You know what I'm saying? Like they have the Fan in Dallas, and they have the Fan in like different locations. You know what I'm saying? Like A to Z. Shout out to A to Z. My boy Sky still puts out ridiculous content over there. I salute to him. I'm pretty sure y'all watch him, but it's kind of like A to Z Sports. A to Z has A to Z Tennis, Tennessee. They got A to Z Dallas. They got A to Z LA. It's just different branches. But, the Fan is the mother company, and then the 103 and then 9.37 are the little syndicates.
Right,
so there whatever in Pittsburgh, their version of our version of 103 The Fan. There you go.
Indeed. So what I will say though, this is probably correct, because this is the thing. Najee Harris is a good player. He also has the unfortunate distinction of being a running back. This is sort of the reason why his 5th-year option didn't get picked up. Is also part of the reason why they're even having these kind of conversations. So a running back with a year left on a rookie deal, I don't think they can bust nobody's head to get him. You got to think about it. They're up here trading away quarterbacks that were former first-round picks for 4th and 5th rounds. We just seen the quarterback for the Bears, who a lot of people still think it was starting quarterback, go for a 5th-round pick. We seen Trey Lance, and we overpaid for Trey Lance. We overpaid for Trey Lance. We seen Trey Lance get traded for a 4th-round pick after being a former. Hold on. After being a former top 3 pick. Hold on, let me take this down so we can show what the heck we got up out here.
What we have here is his current contract that he's currently on. This is his rookie deal. I'm trying to find out how much was that option worth. 4-year deal, including 13-year annual. Earning a base.
The option were like $6.7 million.
6.7 to be exact. 6.7. Man, that is nothing, bro. That is nothing.
My
option is $7 million, bro. The whole contract was worth $13 million. That's nothing.
My boy Garcia said, "Do they really need him?" And this is the thing I'm going to say about that. The
Damn,
Dallas Cowboys,
like that. God dang.
the Dallas Cowboys are committed to having a running back by committee, right? So they don't want to have one singular back get 30 carries. But the thing with having a running back by committee, you have to have multiple decent running backs. As of today, March the 6th, you got one, who is Zeke Elliott. Rico Dow, people like him. Rico Dow cannot stay on the field. Even last year when he played, he was only healthy enough to give you 70. No, he was only healthy enough to give you 84 carries over the course of a 17 game season because he had that ankle issue and he had to end up missing time and he had to end up having limited snaps. You know good damn well that Deuce Vaughn is 5'5" and he will have only a limited role if he's out here.
Hey, take the
So
comment.
like, oh yeah, I'll take it out. So I'm just saying like you can't tell me on running back by committee you ain't got a good running back committee. Shout out to my boy Plug Sack in the building too, man. Good to see you, Kinfo. So yeah,
Yes,
that's the
Lord.
thing. Like you got one pretty decent running back right now. Right. You don't really know what you get with Rico Dow because he's never healthy enough to actually contribute to the team. Rush Freeman just got here, but he's not a guy. Rush Freeman hasn't had over 100 carries in like 6 years. You know what I mean? So what are we talking about? Where are the experience and explosiveness coming from the rest of your running back room? If Zeke is going to be your hammer and your goal line guy, where the splash dude at? Where the change of pace dude at? Where the other guys at? If you're actually trying to deploy a committee of running backs, you need some more people. And listen, the guys we currently got on the team, they have not shown you they can do that.
Facts. And they have no one on this team is actually no running back on this team is actually showing you, including Zeke, that they can actually stay healthy too. So, and I love me some Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
that's real though.
and,
Like Zeke had what was it a knee sprain both of his last years in Dallas.
yeah, I mean, for me, this is my thing. I don't know if I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys, if it's being correct and the Dallas Cowboys actually being interested in him. But I made my video off of this. I said, should the Dallas Cowboys be interested in him? So I think that's the question that I think that me and you need to answer, and then the nation needs to weigh in on it. Should the Dallas Cowboys be interested in trading for Najee Harris? First off, I want to know HTM, man, because we got the numbers, man, back. What would a trade cost the Dallas Cowboys before we get that answer out? What do you think?
The trade would probably cost like a 5th or 6th round pick. And then if the Dallas Cowboys want to keep him long term, they'll have to give him a contract. The question is, what kind of contract do you think Najee Harris is going to demand? Because he is one of the better running backs in the league right now. He's young, and he hasn't been paid yet.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I feel like the Cowboys should be interested in him, but I don't know if they would. After saying, because I don't think they wanted to give Tony Pollard a contract.
They didn't want to give Tony Pollard a contract.
So they trade for
They could have gave Tony Pollard a contract when he had a broken leg.
And it's like, think about this: like, you got to trade for him, and then as soon as you trade for him, you got to re-sign him. So, to re-sign him, you're probably gonna make him like if the option is $6 million, you're probably gonna have to give him at least like for him to sign, you're gonna have to give him at least $10 million a year. You got to give him so at least you're gonna have to make him one of the top 4 or 5, running backs in football. I don't think the Cowboys want that on their team. Should the Cowboys be interested in Najee Harris? Absolutely. Do I think they will be interested in? I don't know.
Probably not. Because let's be honest, man. The Dallas Cowboys, and it's the thing. I'm not saying that these young guys ain't got no talent, but like we're up here talking about Nathaniel Pete like he ain't an undrafted free agent. Like this is a guy that wasn't even a starter in college, and we're asking him to be a key contributor on our team. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's one of the things that I am upset with the Dallas Cowboys about. This is a little off subject, but the Dallas Cowboys had the ability to sign one of these very good running backs, and after UDFA, they could have signed the boy out of Memphis who was a lead back, who was a very dynamic runner. They did not do that. They could have signed Cody Schrader, who was the actual lead back in Missouri, but they let him go and team up with damn me McCaffrey with the 49ers. So not only the 49ers got McCaffrey, they got a 1,600-yard rusher that dominated the SEC last year. We could have been more aggressive and drafted somebody like Will Shipley instead of letting him go and team up with Saquon Barkley in Philly. Right, the Dallas Cowboys. There was a bunch of running backs at the back end of the draft that would have been better than the majority of our roster, and we let them slip away because of how they felt about other positions.
And you know what? Also, each one of those teams also got a veteran back that can train their future starter.
Exactly.
And their future starter is going to be cheaper than the current starter because they got late round running backs. So they don't even really they don't have to even start right now. You know what I'm saying? They can just put these guys in position to just play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my boy know what's going on. This my boy from Arkansas as well. He said Jerry's spending a nice chunk of money on Arkansas. Man, hey, they said that Jerry Jones was a key reason that John Calipari ended up as the Arkansas head coach. They said his position as a booster is why he's here. So hey, if he ain't spending that money on the Cowboys, he's spending that money on them Razorbacks, man. I ain't mad at it though, because we gonna be in position to compete for a title.
I mean, maybe he was talking about Arkansas basketball when he said all in though. All right, man. Go ahead.
No, there's a bunch of guys we could have got, man. And listen, I know that, and I was right too. You know, I told everybody there would not be a true linebacker taken in the first round. I also told everybody there would not be a running back taken in the first round. But that did not mean that those positions weren't deep. After you got to the second round, like it was all game. You could have got Trey Benson. You could have went and got any of these other running backs, Blake Corum. Right, there was plenty of running backs the Dallas Cowboys could have went and got to improve their running back run.
Where did he end up going?
Blake Corum is a Ram, and we know what's crazy. The Rams already got an All-Pro running back. Kyren Williams just ran for 1,100 yards in 11 games last year. It ended up being an All-Pro running back, and they still drafted another running back.
Yeah, man. I mean, we saw what running backs did in the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't have a Patrick Mahomes, but everybody can have a decent running back that can move the rock for him. And in the NFL,
and even Patrick Mahomes had a running game.
I know.
And that was crazy. They had to end up grinding a bunch of games out. They weren't lighting people up. Like they scored 17 points against the Ravens. People don't talk about it. They didn't score a single point in the second half. The good defense and a run game, they got out of there alive.
And got on to the next round.
Man. Then in the postseason, they were able to run the ball against one of the best run defenses in the NFL. And that was the difference.
Because, I mean, it's the thing, man. You still got to be able to run. Especially, I mean, you guys already know what I say, man. In order to win in this NFL, you got to be able to run the ball and you got to be able to stop the ball. Stop the run. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all hangs on and hinges on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what was on your palette next to talk about, man? But hey, when it comes out, say it down. Should the Cowboys be interested in Najee Harris? Abso-freaking-lutely. They should be interested in trading for him. But as I said, things like re-signing him, I think those are going to be things that are going to hinder the Dallas Cowboys from actually doing it. But I say this, man, anytime there's a player that is better than what we currently have, your team should be interested.
So let's go, because I'm still looking at ways to improve this team. So every time somebody goes out and they got a surplus of a position we need, I be looking at them, dog. I be looking at them. So let's see if I still got it up here. Let me see. I hope that I got downloaded this shit. It's gonna be a pain in the ass if I gotta go back and find it. Nope, that's not it. I don't think I even downloaded it.
What's up with you, Michael M? So Burger King boys, team and stuff.
Okay. This is for Miles Sanders. So the reason I am bringing up Miles Sanders, right? And if y'all remember, he was the starting running back for the Philadelphia Eagles when they were able to get to the Super Bowl back in the 2022 season. Well, Miles Sanders has a bunch of competition now in Carolina. The Carolina Panthers spent a second round pick to get a running back. They went and got Jonathan Brooks, who Jerry Jones was madly in love with, the running back from Texas. They also recently just signed Rashawn Penny to their active roster, and they already have Chuba Hubbard. So a lot of people believe because he underperformed last year, Miles Sanders is on the way out, right? And this is pretty much a breakdown of Miles Sanders' contract. So they owe him money, but it's the dead cap money. If they want to get rid of Miles Sanders, how it's going to work? If he's a pre-June 1st cut, they're gonna have to eat $10.4 million. If he's a post-June 1st cut, they'll have to eat 7.5. But if they trade him away before June 1st, the dead money is only 4.4 this year. And if they trade him after June 1st, the dead money is only 1.4. So guess what?
Now and
After
designate
June 1st, they're gonna trade this man.
or you could
Huh?
trade him now and just designate it for an after June 1st.
That too.
Like what they did with Zeke. They released Zeke and designated for him to be cut actually after June 1st.
Indeed. And this the thing though, dog. Like and this is the same ideology behind Zeke being better in Dallas because we have an improved offensive line. It's the same ideology for Miles Sanders. So Miles Sanders just is only a year removed from being like a 1,200-yard rusher. Let me go look at the numbers so I can be 100% correct because he was out there toting that thing for the Eagles. Right, had a great year with the Eagles, got their contract, and Carolina sucked. Like we could all say
It had a rookie quarterback. So it was very obvious he was getting the football. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. There is videos of Miles Sanders literally saving Bryce Hall. Now, what's the boy name? Is that Bryce Young? I mean, there's videos of him literally because there was like 2 plays where Bryce Young literally lined up behind the guard, and Miles Sanders was like, "Move over." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I'm just saying, I just thought that was just dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to see him like know the play almost better than the quarterback, and the quarterback is the person who brings the play in.
Indeed, man. And listen, Miles Sanders, I was correct. So Miles Sanders, when he was with the Eagles in 2022, had 259 carries, 1,269 yards, averaged 4.9 yards a carry, had 11 rushing touchdowns, and then he also had some receiving numbers of. Oh, he ain't do shit in the receiving game. I shouldn't even brought that up, but still. But nah, he was a 1,200-yard rusher with the Eagles in 2022. And then he came to Carolina in a very bad situation, numbers down across the board, and now they're trying to get rid of him because he got a huge contract. I would listen, I take a flyer on him because one, we'll work it out. If you want me to pick up this man and get his contract, you got to pay part of it any damn way. I'll give you a low level pick, and then we'll go from there, man. But I think if you believe that we can rejuvenate Zeke Elliott behind this offensive line, there's no reason to believe that we can't rejuvenate Miles Sanders and then pair them boys together.
How old is he?
Miles Sanders is only 27. Like Miles Sanders is only 27 years old, and Miles Sanders only had one season with over 200 carries in his entire NFL career. Right? Because they weren't really using him correctly. Outside of the 2022 season. So the man still got a lot of tread left on the tires.
Hey, I'm inclined to believe it, especially behind the Cowboys. I mean, I would think the Cowboys. I think I'm actually one of the guys that believe the Cowboys' offensive line will actually be as good or a little bit better next year. Keep it real.
I believe it's going to be. Because we're going to be dealing with some rookies. So I think the first part of the season is going to be a little rough. But by the time we get to the end of the season, I believe that I don't think we'll be better pass pro because that was the one thing that Tyron Smith excelled at. But run blocking, I think we'll be a much better run blocking team. And that's going to make a world of difference when we get into the postseason. It's going to make a world of difference when we're actually playing these other playoff teams like the 49ers. There's a lot of teams that you got to be a multifaceted offense in order to beat. You just can't air it out against some of these guys and expect to win. You have to be able to run the ball, have to be able to utilize play action, screen game, everything to keep you guys honest. And of course, on the other side of the ball, you have to be able to stop the run. So I'm not really sure if we'll be able to stop the run this year, but I know for a good damn well we'll be able to run the football. Hopefully,
Yeah, man. Because I mean, if you go look at everybody, even the guys that we drafted, all these guys are natural run offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what they naturally do. You know what I'm saying? Guyton, pass pro, that's going to be something that's got to be worked with. But I mean, at the same time, you also have Zeke coming in that's going to be able to pick up some of these things. Zeke is going to be in on almost every pass play. You know what I'm saying? So, I can compensate. Obviously I can't compensate for it every single down, but there will be some downs on some obvious throwing downs that I'll have Zeke in there that will actually be able to pick up some guys where Tony Pollard just wasn't his game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this, that won't be his game in Tennessee either. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. And listen, I think Tony Pollard's going to be fine in Tennessee. I think he's going to be a year healthier, removed from that leg injury. They actually give a damn about running the ball. And hell, we rocking like that.
I don't know. Hey, Carl, what is you tripping off of? What are y'all tripping off of in the comment box? Y'all need to chill out, bruh. It's freaking May 6, 2024. Nobody should be cussing. Nobody should be mad at anybody. Everything that we are talking about is opinionated. Why? Because nobody has shown anything. I will tell you this, that I'm speaking right now 100% from my opinion because I haven't seen any of these people play. HTM used to begin the thing. Now, these are educated opinions, but at the end of the day, they're still opinions. We're not talking about anything factual when we, you know what I'm saying? So nobody should, y'all chill out, man. Y'all chill out. We all Cowboy fans. Ain't none of us won no Super Bowl in 26 years. So, I mean,
He
everybody.
said, Carl said he's mad that he's getting blocked. Who blocked Carl?
Ain't nobody block you, Carl. I see your comments.
Hold on. He said, "What do y'all think about?" We actually just talked about the Najee Harris stuff. We think we should trade for him. If the Dallas Cowboys will is another story. Carl, I'm gonna go back and see what your initial question was.
He said something about. He said something about the offensive running back.
He said, "Henny, the more, how much better do you think Zeke would be behind this line?" Okay, yeah.
You think good? I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that Zeke would be a lot better in regards, at
versus
least here.
New England versus New England to here.
Versus New England, he'd be a lot better. So New England sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's some things that we gotta just talk about. That goes a little bit further than numbers and statistics. Yes, he had a rough time, but he had a quarterback that was awful. He did not have any outside threats. They had no receivers.
And he was playing outside, bruh. Zeke was playing outside in the snow, bruh. In the cold, bruh. That's a different lifestyle from playing at AT&T Stadium, bruh. Like, bruh, from November to December, every home game, he was in the snow, outside in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Playing for a team that you knew was not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to tell you the value that I know for Zeke that was last year. There was actually the Detroit Lions tried to trade for Ezekiel Elliott and freaking New England vetoed it. Then, this is something that I've been told that from a very valuable source that Zeke his camp actually went to New England towards the end of the year and actually asked to be released so he could go sign with another team. You know what they told him? But Bill Belichick told him no. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Zeke was actually trying to get out of there last year. He was trying to get out of there. And I'm going to tell you something else that people don't know. Zeke was also offered a contract from the Philadelphia Eagles and contracts from the Giants when he first initially left the Dallas Cowboys that he turned down. That 3-year deal worth $8 million a year. Each year, it was like $24 million over 3 years. That was from the Philadelphia Eagles. And he turned that down. You know what I'm saying? So Zeke's mindset, honestly, has always been, I think, to try to get back to the Dallas Cowboys. Keep it real.
Indeed. He said, "Sorry, it's on my end somehow." Don't trip, man. Hey, it's all Gucci, man. And then
I'm up here reading his comment. I'm like, Carl, I agree with you. How's he getting blocked? And I agree with him.
Let's see. My boy said, "What's up, West Coast?" And Henny was Gucci, my guy. Victor says, Zeke make the Cowboys better. He was definitely better than the running backs that we had on the roster before we signed him.
And
Because
listen to me. Listen to me. At this point in the game, it is not about who's the best in the NFL. It is about, is he better than what we have right now? That's it. That's the only question you should ask about any player. It doesn't matter who he is. It doesn't matter what player it is. If throw a position out there. Somebody throw me a free agent that's available right now. What's a free agent? Calais Campbell. What position does he play?
Defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. Is Calais Campbell better than what we have right now?
Hell yeah.
Yes. So we should be interested. Jerry Jones, go figure that shit out, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my job. Like DeMarcus Lawrence said, bruh, listen to me, bruh. That's not my job. You know what I'm saying? That's Jerry's job to figure out the money. Y'all go figure it out. Because at the end of the day, anybody that is better than what you currently have right now, you should be interested. Period. This is a performance-based company. Performance-based. Not projection-based. Projection meaning something I think you're going to do. Performance-based is something you've already done. You know what I'm saying?
So all the time I use projection in the football is for rookies and prospects.
In drafts, bruh. And think about this. Even that is considered a what? Lottery. That's it.
You really don't know, man, because there's no such thing as a surefire pick most of the time. That's why there's so many quote unquote draft picks. If they knew for a fact these folks were going to work out, they wouldn't draft so many folks that failed in the NFL.
Well, think about this. Technically, under that premise, there isn't a draft bust. There's just people who didn't live up to the expectations that were put on them. Oh my God, that was from Landry. That was Landry. Appreciate you for shining on me. Appreciate you for shining on me, Landry. Hey, for real though, but think about that though. You technically, how could you bust in a lottery, bruh? If somebody puts the because think about this, that means it's like people said that Dak should have been a tight end, but now here Dak is looked at as the league is second best in the NFL at his position, and they said he was a tight end.
I know, right? That was really Colin Cowherd. That's why I don't listen to that man's show. I got that
like he said he wasn't even a quarterback, bruh.
Yeah, like you said that he would be a backup tight end at the NFL level, and he's an all-pro quarterback. That's why we don't take this seriously.
You know what I'm saying? So, somebody said that is a nice sentiment. Zeke wanted to be in Dallas, but what does he have left? I'm gonna tell you, Zeke has a lot left because he didn't really use none last year. And Zeke wasn't like, listen, this is the thing that y'all need to accept. Zeke was not no burnt out running back when he left. Zeke left with 12 touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards. The only difference between him and Tony Pollard was like 140 yards, bruh. Like 2023. The problem is you guys got brainwashed into believing that Zeke fell off. And you sold it. Why? Because Jerry Jones thought that he had a better opportunity with Tony Pollard. And guess what Jerry Jones said? I was wrong. And brought him back.
What's up with you, Victor? He said he appreciate both of us. We've been rocking with us for a minute. We appreciate you too, Kinfolk. Appreciate you too. So let's move along to the next one, though, Kinfolk. Because right here, I think we got one piece of the running back room in place. I just got question marks for everything. If we're gonna go by committee, I need about two more. I need about two more because I don't really trust Rico. Hey, hopefully one of these guys separate themselves in training camp or something.
Hey, Jay Bryant, I'm gonna tell you though, I know it sounds stupid, but that was said by Colin Cowherd, who is one of the biggest draft content creators on earth, bro. I mean, there's only one place where we do this is on earth, and he's definitely one of the bigger ones. And he definitely said that.
He said that.
He definitely said that and was definitely being real about it. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And guess what? And I'm gonna tell you this: had I would have said that, you guys would hold that against me forever. But when these other guys have huge, when they have these huge failures, bro, nobody says anything.
Nobody says a word, dog. But let's talk about somebody that deserves a massive country. And he is part of the legacy of 88.
Sedarian. Out here putting in work.
Sedarian. Shout out to Brandon Laurie, too, man. If y'all don't follow the boy on Twitter, make sure that y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. That can catch, too, can't he, though? That man got a receiving touchdown. That is funny. But, shout out to Brandon Laurie though. So CD has been working out with receiver guru the Fonte Diamond. If you're wondering if it's a new relationship, it's not. Because he put in work with the Fonte last year before he went crazy and became one of and solidified himself. I ain't gonna say became, solidified himself as one of the best wide receivers in National Football League. And if you got a short term memory of what the hell CeeDee Lamb did last year, these are his numbers. Hold on, let me see if I can minimize. Hold that thought. Let me do it like this. Oh, I can't flip it now. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He was first in receptions, second in receiving yards, third in receiving touchdowns, and he was first in 20-yard receptions. I know y'all can't see the numbers because it's cut off, but CeeDee Lamb went crazy last year. So my question to y'all: why the hell is CeeDee Lamb not signed yet?
Uh, I don't know, man. Cowboys, listen to me, man. You know, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know. Um, I feel like the only reason I can say he's not signed is because Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? And you can keep you don't. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I feel like the Cowboys are like that team. They're like a person who doesn't want to pay bills until like they're absolutely positively do. You know what I'm saying? So I think part of it is the Dallas Cowboys are like, man, like if they don't got to pay it today, if it's not due till next week, then why even bother with it? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even think the Cowboys have talked to CeeDee Lamb. I don't even think they are, bruh. Because you barely hear them talking about to Dak. So, and Dak is way more important than CeeDee Lamb. The reason why is because Dak is your quarterback, and he has $59 million. CeeDee Lamb ain't gonna hurt you like that this year. CeeDee Lamb's still on a rookie. He's still on a rookie contract. You know what I'm saying? But you haven't even taken care of a dude who, I mean, the only reason I can legitimately say that the Cowboys, if I ask Jerry Jones, why haven't you signed CeeDee Lamb? And he could say one thing that would make sense. He would have to say, because we haven't signed Dak Prescott. But then you would ask him, okay, so why haven't you signed Dak?
You know what I was going to actually say? You don't actually have to sign Dak to sign CD. The CeeDee Lamb extension saves cap space.
I know, but I'm just saying. I know that, but I'm just saying the Cowboys. And you know who else knows that? The Cowboys know that.
Cowboys know that. Only reason I said that is because they're gonna tell us a bunch of things. They're gonna say because we have to sign Dak, cap space, Michael Parsons coming up, all things by the way that Stephen Jones said today. Like he was talking about why they didn't sign Derrick Henry. Like I know they don't like to hear, but it comes down to cap space. We got Dak coming up, we got CD coming up, we got Michael Parsons coming up. We know we got that coming down.
Give contracts to.
Yeah, all the other shit. But you don't really even need, and I done broke this down like 30 times. You could have restructured Trayvon Diggs to save some money. You could have restructured Terrence Steele and clear some cap space. You could have went ahead and gave Dak Prescott his extension instead of waiting because he was actually overdue for it. Right? So it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain. But Paul, this is CeeDee Lamb's fifth year option. CeeDee Lamb was a draft pick in 2020. Do the math with me. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. He already played 4 years in the NFL. This is year 5. They're both are going to be free agents next year because the contract's not done.
Yeah, Paul, you a year off though. I know 2020 was a rough year, but you a year off.
The only difference between CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott is if contract negotiations don't go well with CeeDee Lamb, they can franchise tag him.
Can't franchise Dak.
They can't franchise tag Dak because he got it in his contract.
My thing is this, man. My thing is this: CeeDee Lamb, dog. This is all voluntary. Voluntary means you ain't got to go. But when the mandatory stuff come, your ass better not be there. I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you go, you are getting franchise tagged next year for sure. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: I'm not gonna say I agree with Jerry. But if I was trying to, the cheapest way to get the most out of a player on contracts, when you draft them, is to give them a franchise tag. Because you got to think like this. The rookie contract is already cheap. You know what I'm saying? Considering what you have to give them, it's already cheap, right? Then you get the 6-year option, which is only going to probably be like, it'll probably be like $25 million, which sounds like, I mean, a franchise tag, $25 million, which sounds like a lot. But when you add up the rookie deal, which is only $24 million with a $25 million, think about that. That's $50 million you've paid CeeDee Lamb over how many years? 6. That's a 6-year deal worth $50 million. And when you look at it like that, that's what? How much money is that a year?
It's not even 10 million.
It's like less than $10 million a year. And I'm telling you guys, that's why the Dallas Cowboys use the franchise tag so much. Because they're not looking at it as an individual deal. They're looking at it as how much, and to be honest with you, in reality, that's really how you should look at it. You should be looking at it as, from a business standpoint, you should be looking at it from the totality. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at how much I've totally had to be responsible for paying you. And for you to say to yourself, I had CeeDee Lamb for 6 years and I only gave him $50 million and he gave me 4 years of all pro. That is a freaking come up.
Good deal. Also, Cuz said,
good deal for the Cowboys, a bad one for CeeDee.
He said, or CeeDee team is waiting for Jay Jettis. I think the Cowboys are waiting for Jay Jettis to sign as well. They said it. They remember Jerry Jones said he didn't care the market reset. He said he want to make sure he gets the numbers right.
Hey, think about that. Hey, Henny, how much did they pay Dak for his first 4 years? I'm about to prove you guys. I'm about to prove my point as being ridiculously right.
Like $2 million.
Can you give me the exacts?
Yeah.
I'm about to prove my point to be why the Cowboys use this franchise tag. After I show y'all this, y'all gonna be like, damn, that makes sense. It makes so much sense. The fingers, you see the fingers? Y'all see the fingers moving? Y'all singing? Oh, hey, see him back. He back, man. He back, man.
You know,
how much did we give Dak for his first 4 years?
Well, I'm trying to see.
I mean, if you really think about it, the Cowboys have really won on Dak regardless, bro.
Oh, it was a 4-year deal for $2.7 million.
And then the franchise tag was how much? 30?
It was 30 something at the time.
33? It's like 30.
Yeah, like $33 million.
So for the first 5 years of us having Dak Prescott, we paid him $35 million. And in those 5 years, he gave you 3 division titles, 1 rookie of the year, and 2 playoff appearances.
And a playoff game.
And you only had to pay $35 million for that. Now think about this. How much have you paid Dak over his career to be a Dallas Cowboy? Landleasy, what's up, boy?
What up, landlord?
How much have we paid Dak over his career?
Matter of fact, it was only $31 million for the franchise tag.
That's ridiculous. So for Dak's first 5 years, we paid him $33 million. That's like, what is that? Divided. What's 33 divided by 5?
Shit.
It's like $7 million a year.
It's like 6 point something.
So how much? Damn. So how much have we actually paid Dak to be a Cowboy?
For all time?
Yeah.
Let's see what his career earnings will be. He just got a contract for 160. So let's say that we trade that out. 160 plus the 33 will be what 199, and he's in the league. What 9 years? It'll be 9 years by the time that contract is up.
So 9 divided. So Paul says we've paid him 162. Where you get the 162 from, Paul? Oh my God, this will be a nasty tweet, bro. This will be a nasty tweet. Dak's been in the league how many years? This is his 9th year?
Yeah. So we only basically done paid Dak Prescott $22 million a year.
So for 9 years, Dak's average salary over his career for the Cowboys right now is $22 million right now. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: be mad at whatever you say and whatever you want at Dak Prescott, but we all know that every single year that Dak has played in the NFL, he has played better than a $22 million quarterback.
What up with you, lady?
And think about this: most of the money that Dak has gotten, he's gotten in the last 2-3 years.
Yep.
That's how the Cowboys look at contracts. They don't look at it as they look at the total amount. How much have we totally had to pay you divided by the years?
So God, think about it. This year and next year is when he's going to make the most money, because remember, he only made $17 million in 2021. He only made $19 million in 2022. We only paid him 26.8 in 2023 because all these restructures and stuff. That's why we owe him 55 this year, and that's why we owe him $40 million when he walks, if he walks.
Okay. So the Cowboys, listen to me. The Cowboys, as a business module, the Cowboys have won on Dak. A Super Bowl is icing on the cake. Because I promise you, man, you go look now. Tell me what Patrick Mahomes is averaging. Let's go see with the Kansas City Chiefs. It says all good now and keep in, and all the main players need to Super Bowl run. Also, if Dak wants to leave, you can't really expect him not to take the max. I mean, I want Dak to stay.
Patrick Mahomes' contract was $16.4 million on his rookie deal. So he already was $14 million more expensive.
What up, Letty? Good question, look, Willie.
What Willie?
He said he's curious to see what the other quarterbacks that was playing making $22 million and plus did those years. And think about this. Dak realistically wasn't even making $22 million. We're using the last 3 years to average because there were 4 years where he was literally making $500,000 a year. And like my boy B. Smith said, most of his rookie contract, most of that money he got on the back end was performance based. That means he actually had to. Now obviously you want him to earn it, but he had to actually go get that money. This was not money he could just chill and go get. He had to actually go get that.
Yeah, he overperformed his draft position.
I said if Dak takes max, Dak isn't making a Super Bowl. Can I ask you a question? MJ said 9-3. Explain why that happens? Explain. What player is Dak stopping you from getting? Because it sounds good if that was the NBA, but this is the NFL. What Patrick Mahomes working with?
Okay, he made $16 million over his first 4 years. Unlike us, we didn't franchise tag him, but he signed $500 million deal, so it's sort of hard.
$250 million.
He signed a $500 million contract. So let's see. He made 5.3 2020. 7.4 2021, 35.7 2022, 37.1 2023. He's going to make $37 million this year. And then next year he's going to make $66 million.
What's his average? E. Smith said he got him at 41.
Probably right.
So guess what? Dak is at 22. Pat's at 41. You dig? That's his career. Patrick Mahomes has averaged $41 million.
He said, do you really feel like Dallas wants to give Dak the extension? I feel like they would rather give him an extension than him to walk and have to pay $40 million in dead money.
Nothing to have him off your team.
Yeah, because this is something people don't realize about the Dak Prescott contract. You'll still be paying his ass after the contract expires because you wanted to restructure his contract 1,000 times.
Yep.
So
And
that's
you
why
won't have
you
his performance. And you won't have his performance.
owe him $55 million this year. And then in 2025, when he's an unrestricted free agent, there will be a dead money hit of $40 million because you restructured his shit a million times. So not only will you have a massive dead cap hit, you also won't have a quarterback.
Yeah, and
So
think about this. And think about this. You restructure players that you want to keep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you kicking this contract back from a guy that you don't want to keep? That doesn't make any sense. The only reason why you continue to kick contracts back and keep picking them back, keep kicking them back further along, is if you're going to keep the guy, because because they're going to have to be on the team for you to get the max value of the contract, or else you're just prolonging a big ass hole that you're going to step into with a guy that's not on your team, trying to build for a team, the guy that you need a team. Because think about this: as soon as you lose Dak, you're going to have to get a new one. And you think the only thing the best case scenario is to hit on another Dak. You'd have to go find another guy. That means find another guy in a late round that performs, because you technically won't be able to afford a guy that can play, that can give you guaranteed Dak Prescott performance. Why? Because you're still paying for Dak Prescott and he's not on your team.
And this is the thing, you could say they lost offensive linemen, but they didn't want to pay Tyron Smith. They had the opportunity to pay Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith didn't want a lot of money. Tyron Smith's entire contract was their incentive base, and they didn't want to pay it because they didn't trust him. And then they replaced him with a first round pick, left tackle. And then when you talk about the boy Tyler Biotis, they wanted to replace him and get better. And you can't say that because they could have signed CeeDee Lamb already. Do they not trust CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb could have been extended. They picked up his 5th-year option. Just because they haven't done it does not mean they don't want to. The Dallas Cowboys have notoriously been slow on signing people. That's why DeMarcus Lawrence had to hold out to get his contract. That's why Travis Frederick had to hold out to get his contract. That's why Zach Martin had to hold out to get his contract. That's why Dez Bryant had to hold out and get his contract. If they paid people on time that deserve to be paid, nobody would be holding out. Don't you see the pattern? Like why all your star players have to hold out to get paid if they were actually paying people on time?
Because they're not. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying people on time. And to be honest with you, like, it doesn't even make sense why they're doing it, because they're basically just pissing off their players. They just piss them off. And it's like, think about this. Every person that you said right now all got the money that they wanted. All of them did. Dez got the money he wanted. Zeke got the money he wanted. Zach got the money he wanted. Dak got the money he wanted. So it's like you do all this extra drama, toxic crap just to get cave in anyway. Like, you're not winning. It's like they're all getting what they wanted. Zeke did not come back until Zeke got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Dak did not come back. Dak was not going to play on that second franchise tag. And then they did what? They gave him what he wanted. Zach Martin wanted, and guess what? He got what he wanted.
Yeah, they win. The players always win. Like Jerry Jones and them, or you know how they say people out here talk about they be gentle parenting and shit. They the gentle parent. They gonna talk like they gonna whoop some ass, and they gonna walk into the room with some ice cream. About 5 minutes later, like they ain't gonna whoop nothing, let it get whooped.
Facts. I mean, and you know, these players are calling a bluff. You know what I'm saying? Now the Cowboys have a system, a way of how they do things, and now the players also have a system. I feel they think of how they have to get paid in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They know that if they want to get paid in Dallas, they're gonna have to hold out. They're gonna have to scuffle up some stuff, and that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Micah Parsons living his best life out there. Micah Parsons, I don't give a damn, bear. I'm doing what I want to do.
My boy Micah in Tokyo living his best life, man.
Hey, for real, living his best life.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat box, man. If y'all ain't already hit that like button, man, hit that like button for your boy. If you ain't already hit that share button, hit that share button for your boy. If you ain't slapped the shit out of Eagles fan, make sure you do that. If you ain't hit that Cash App or Super Chat, make sure you do that as well, man. Help keep the lights on in the liquor store.
He says, all we saying is it takes me. Okay. Big Mike kept talking about how it's important for chemistry of the O line, and I think he felt with Tyron he is too in and out and messing up the chemistry. Hey, you know what? That's a good point, Paul. It's a good point, and you know that's a good point. And the thing about Tyron Smith is like, I love me some Tyron, but when he goes down, he misses games, bro. So it's like I was at the point where I was like, bro, just don't even play him the first 7 games of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Like, put him in bubble wrap to the playoffs.
He gonna play 17 games for the Jets though.
Watch.
Ain't nothing more motivated, bro. Did we play the Jets this year?
Nah, we played them last year, man. We only play them like once every 4 years.
I don't even know who we play this year. I mean, I know, but I mean, I don't know like I know. Season scheduled me to drop.
NFC is supposed to drop this week.
I think it's gonna drop around the 14th. It's like that Thursday.
Yeah, we're dropping soon. So we played. I know we played the NFC South. So
Who was that? Who was that?
The Saints and Falcons in that division. We played the Panthers. We played the AFC.
Do we go to Carolina?
Yes, we go to Carolina.
I'm going to Carolina.
Shit, landlord said he's going to Atlanta because it's down the street, basically.
Atlanta, North Carolina. I'm going to those.
We go to we play the AFC North, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Ravens, yada yada.
Who else? The Cincinnati, the Bengals. Who's all in there?
Brown.
I ain't none of them places.
Yeah, but hey, Baltimore comes to us. That might be a pie ass home game to go to.
Bro, that's gonna be a fire ass home game to go to. Bro, I don't see, man. That is gonna be a monster game, bro. Lamar on turf.
Yeah. We gonna know what kind of defense we got.
Man, that was crazy, bro. I was looking at the Pro Bowl votes and man, that boy Deron Bland got robbed so bad. That man still messing. It still messes me up, bro. That dude had 6 touchdowns, bro.
He made the Pro Bowl. I think he
Not
made
Pro Bowl, but I'm saying he should have been Defensive Player of the Year. That's what I meant to say.
But they don't like, man. They don't like corners, man. They don't like corners getting Defensive Player of the Year. They love sack artists, man.
I hope we play Lamar early though. I ain't gonna lie. I hope we play him like in September, October.
We play him.
Yeah, like we won. Who actually? Let's end that on that. Let's end that on that. I do not want the Giants. So who do y'all want?
You know what? You know who I want week 1. I wait till you out the phone and tell y'all.
Sorry about that, man. I had a phone call. I thought it was a phone call I was waiting for.
You good?
So who y'all want week 1?
Give me the Commanders. That's a good storyline. I want to go ahead and crush the rookie quarterback out the gate just so I can mess up his confidence. So I think the dude's gonna be a dog. I want to go ahead and slay the dragon and wipe the Hampshire.
The biggest storyline would be Washington.
Mm-hmm. I want to play the 49ers early. I don't want to play the 49ers deep.
They're going to split up the 49ers in Bengals game. They're not going to, both of them don't, and both of those games aren't going to be early because they're going to have so much playoff implications.
Houston going to be crazy too.
Jesus, we got a monster.
They said we need Houston on Thanksgiving. The battle for Texas on Thanksgiving would be hard.
We played them in Dallas?
We play them in Dallas. That's why I say it'll be a good Thanksgiving game.
Hey, you see, I ain't nobody tripping on Michael Parsons hanging out with CJ though.
It'd be different if it was Jordan Love.
And we got Amari Cooper. We got to play Coop this year.
Yeah, we have to play my boy, man.
Yeah, we got some We got some running quarterbacks this year too. We got to look at that, man. We got a lot of running quarterbacks this year.
I mean, when we're being honest, every quarterback in our division now is a running quarterback. We're going to have 6 games against running quarterbacks every year because Daniel Jones still a running quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Then they just drafted my boy out of LSU. Then we play Lamar Jackson. So that's 7 games against running quarterbacks. Who the hell else out there? Do you count Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
He don't really move. He don't really even play football.
We play
I
Atlanta.
think yeah, but that's Kirk Cousins.
Who's behind Kirk Cousins though?
The boy that gets drafted.
Yeah, who is that?
What the fuck was my boy name? Out of Washington.
Phoenix.
Oh, Michael. Yeah, Michael Penix. Yeah, Penix.
I mean, the division alone is crazy, bruh. The fact that there's running quarterbacks in our entire division, that's crazy.
CJ Stroud in the middle.
That's 8.
Yeah, that's 8 games against running quarterback.
Damn.
Now, any quarterback that can get a 70-yard run is not mediocre. you don't. He's not a good quarterback, but he can hurt you with his legs. Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback.
He now listen to me. They may not have beat us, but he has hurt us with his legs.
Let's see who else out there. That's 8. You know what I'm saying?
You play Miami this year?
No. Oh, we played Russell Wilson this year.
That's 10.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Thinking,
Caleb Williams is a. We play the Bears?
No, we don't play the Bears.
We don't play the Bears here.
Yeah, Carl, it's gonna be a lot of tough games. We got a tough schedule. We got a first place schedule. That's why this shit sounds crazy.
And think about this: Washington, who we typically get 2 wins from each year. Now those games, I'm not saying they're toss-up games, but now they're definitely games you got to circle now. Washington aren't guaranteed wins anymore. I think Giants are definitely you still get 2 wins off Giants, but I don't know. I don't know if you can just automatically say you're just gonna beat Washington now 2 times a year.
And you also just can't count the Giants out because they got one of the best wide receivers in the draft. So like hell, he might win a game for him by accident.
Right.
If he pans out.
Yeah, Carl, we can't split with Washington. We split with Washington last year. Think about this: if we would have split with Washington last year, we lose the division. We don't win the division.
Yeah, we said we may very well split with Washington. That's a possibility. It's not a possibility we won. But especially with the way the schedule lines up.
If we would have split with Washington this year, we would have been Philadelphia would have won the division. We would have had to go to Buccaneers. Would have been 5th place.
That's my move. We played that division. We played the Saints division. Do you consider Bryce Young a mobile quarterback or not? Because he's like borderline.
I'd have to go.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna take off consistently, but he's a decent athlete. I don't think I'll count that.
Oh yeah, if I got the Eagles guy, Kellen Moore.
Oh yeah, we got Kellen Moore, so we sweet. See, like Eagles. Listen, Jalen Hurts is going to throw 16, 17 touchdowns, and he's gonna throw like the same amount of interceptions.
But yo, man, we've been on here for about an hour and 15 minutes, man. About to get up out of here, man. Say, man, Henny, let them know where they can find you at, my boy.
Man, that's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. Tap in with me on YouTube. It's Henny the Moore on Facebook, HTM Sports on YouTube. And, we'll be live tomorrow, man. Bring you some premium Dallas Cowboys content, man.
Yes, Lord. And, hey, man, let me know when you're going to be live. Oh, I got practice tomorrow, so I ain't going to be able to get on tomorrow. But, hey, man, I won't be able to get on this time tomorrow, but earlier in the day I can or when I get home. But, hey, man, it's your boy West Coast. You guys already know, man. Check me out on any platform, all social platforms, man. All you got to do is type in West Coast Cowboy, and I will pop up, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.
Peace.